For being with us. I'm Adam Cooperstein, and the Biden administration is shifting the way vaccines are allocated, setting a new vaccination goal. News 4's Phil Lipof is in Fort Lee tonight with what the president just laid out here. Phil?
Adam, the president's big announcement comes within 2 weeks of the tri-state area getting ready to lift most COVID restrictions that we've been living with. The president says over the next 60 days, if most people comply and his plan works, on July 4th, we won't just be celebrating our independence as a nation, but the beginning of our independence from COVID. President Biden setting a lofty goal, 70% of all adult Americans having at least one shot by July 4th.
Walk into your local pharmacy without an appointment. Go to the doctor or local health clinic. It's free. It's nearby. Every adult is eligible.
It's a three-pronged approach. First, the president thinks 12 to 15-year-olds could be vaccine eligible within days. After that, it's a push to get the vaccine out to those who can't come and get it.
We know that many adults have not been vaccinated because they have found it too confusing or too difficult or too inconvenient to get a shot.
Finally, and perhaps the hardest part of the president's plan, convincing the vaccine hesitant to go ahead and get that shot.
So we also know that there are millions of Americans who just need a little bit of encouragement to get the shot.
I've taken it. He's taken it. We've taken Pfizer.
We saw a perfect example in East New York. Brooklyn healthcare worker Marisol Walker trying to convince senior Luz Morales.
Well, put your name and number down.
To take the vaccine.
Maybe. I can say that, maybe.
For the president, maybe is better than no, as he says the next 60 days are critical to getting back to normal. So if you dig into the president's 70% number, he is talking about 70% of all adult Americans having at least one shot, Adam, but he's also talking about 160 million Americans, about half the population of this nation, being fully vaccinated by July 4th. We're live in Fort Lee. Phil Lipof, News 4 New York.
Phil, thank you. And President Biden's not the only one addressing vaccine hesitancy. This week, the city of Paterson is launching a new program to bring the vaccine to where you are. And investigative reporter Sarah Wallace joins us from Paterson, New Jersey, to explain how this works. Sarah.
Well, Adam, you know, Paterson has been doing mobile COVID testing for some time at locations like this supermarket parking lot. So it's logical to take the next step, bring vaccines into neighborhoods to make the doses more accessible.
It's the inconvenience of it all. I always see these long lines and you got to set up a day.
Brandon Kelly is exactly the type of person Paterson wants to target with its mobile vaccine on demand program, launching this week, reaching people unable or unwilling to get to a fixed vaccine site.
We're taking this extra effort to reach out to those who may not be able to make it during the normal hours, to have an opportunity to come in the evening, at nights, and on weekends to get a vaccine.
The mayor's team showed off the mobile setup today.
Now is the time to go where the people are and eradicate hesitancy amongst the population here in Paterson.
It's an issue that still plagues Paterson, where a little less than half the population has been vaccinated with double-dose Moderna. The mobile program will carry the one-dose Johnson & Johnson for convenience.
Okay, just relax your arm, okay?
Curtis Boyer got his shot today during the mayor's demonstration. Boyer had resisted before and ended up very sick with COVID last month.
And I believe that this stuff that's going on was actually an experiment on us, the vaccination, not the virus, but the vaccination. And I felt like it would be more harmful for me to get it than not to get it, to only realize I had made a terrible mistake.
But in certain neighborhoods, that hesitancy is hard to overcome.
I don't believe in COVID, so I'm not going to get the vaccine. It's not for me.
You don't believe COVID's real?
No.
Back in front of Food Universe, Brandon Kelly is ready to roll when the vaccine van does.
If they come to me, I'll be more likely to get vaccinated. I can honestly say that.
You'll do it?
Yeah, let's do it. I will do it. I will do it.
Just do it. That guy should be a public service announcement. By the way, the vans will be carrying both vaccine doses and those swabs for COVID tests, so you can get them both at the same time. Live from Paterson, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Okay, good to see how easy they're making it, Sarah. Thank you. I'm back here in the city. Snow days are officially going away for public school kids. The DOE has released the new school calendar for next year. The big change, students will be required to attend class virtually on snow days. Also new, Election Day is going to be a remote learning day for students. And the school year starts a little later than usual, September 13th. In Albany, New York lawmakers have passed legislation that extends the statewide eviction moratorium through August 31st. That moratorium applies to both residential and commercial properties. Governor Cuomo hasn't signed off on that extension just yet. We've reached out to him, but haven't heard back. Well, travelers to the U.S. from India are now banned due to the country's alarming COVID numbers. The Biden administration had that order that took effect at midnight. And there are a few exceptions. That includes U.S. citizens and people with permanent resident status here. But COVID cases and deaths are skyrocketing in India. As many as 400,000 new cases are happening there a day and 3,500 daily deaths.